Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just have to bring you guys another video. I've made a video in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've been very tired, very busy, but that's life for you, everyone. We're busy. Doesn't matter if it's work, doesn't matter if it's responsibilities, retirement, whatever you're doing. Anyway, I'm gonna make you guys videos for you guys late at night, and I'm gonna recover some things I've been doing as lately, and then I'm gonna get right down to the topic, and that is, I've been playing Uncharted 1 and 2, or should I say the Nathan Drake collection, and I've beaten 1 and 2. I've beaten 1 on hard mode, and I've beaten 2 in crushing mode. God, they're ruthless. God, it is hard, man. But love both games, but there's a lot of flaws in Uncharted, man. I'm telling you. When I played Uncharted, I didn't notice the flaws that much. When I played it again, man, I'm starting to see the flaws. It's there. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that Uncharted's controls are clunky. Coverage system is broken, especially in the first game. Drake's Fortune? Wow. Terrible, man. Terrible. A lot of flaws, man. Uncharted 1. Physics, a lot of flaws. So I'm just sounding like a broken record now, but I've been doing that. I'm currently playing Uncharted 3. Played a little bit of Final Fantasy 10, but I got a little tired, so I'm like, forget it. No, going to bed. Can't ignore my sleep. Sleep comes before games. So I played a little bit of that, but I've mostly been playing GTA 5 this entire week on PC, having a blast. Okay, I'm having a blast on the PC Master Race. This is not going to be about the PlayStation Brotherhood. Shout out to PlayStation Brotherhood. This is going to be about the PC Master Race Brotherhood. This channel is all about PlayStation and PC gaming. So uh, that's all I've been playing. I also will doing unboxing of a Ratchet and Clank for the PS4 for next week on Tuesday. Looking forward to it. And also we'll be doing an upload for Dark Souls 3 max setting videos. So yeah, I won't be doing streaming. I never stream unless it's on PlayStation 4. And barely anyone comes to watch. So you got to build a huge subscriber base for people to be inclined to watch your stuff. Kind of like what's his face, Black Bond or Black Buster Critic or Shokyo or Player Essence or some people are familiar with the community. There's some other people out there. I forgot his name. My mind is so cloudy right now. 'Cause I'm tired. I'm going to bed after this. Bed is over there. Serious, I'm tired. Anyway, so let's get down to it. So there's this misconception about PC gaming. I want to do a series of videos about the misconception of PC gaming, so I can be as charismatic as possible. And today, in the first video, is not very going to be very well done. So, and that is the first one is having to upgrade your PC every year is not true. It's not. You don't have to upgrade your PC every year to play the latest games. Games like Rise of Tomb Raider, games like The Witcher 3, Fallout 4. Doom is coming out next month. Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefield 4. There's more games out there. Even games that came out even before that, like Crisis 3 or Witcher 2. You know, these games, may be heavy on hardware. That doesn't necessarily mean you need to have the latest graphics card to actually play them. See, PC gaming is amalgam, which means a mixture of all the PC parts in your PC, the motherboard itself, to actually put the parts in, the GPU, the power supply. Without the power supply, you can't turn your PC on. Without the power supply, you can't even get your GPU usage because the GPU requires a certain power wattage. You know what I'm saying? The RAM modules, the GPU itself. It's a amalgam of all the sources to give you the best performance possible for your PC in order to run your games on high to max settings or whatever way wherever you want to do it. Okay, so everyone has their own notion of, or their own idea how to pretty much what to expect when they get a game to see if it's going to be playable or not. You're also given specifications for the games when they come out. Like this game requires this OS, this update, this service pack, this GPU, blah blah blah. Sometimes that can be what's what I'm looking for. That can be uh, not confusing, but I'm trying to think of some words right now. It can be a marketing practice. You know what I'm saying? And deceitful. There's a word I'm looking for. Deceitful, because sometimes a lot of these requirements are over exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? I think we saw, what game was it? I think maybe the Division requiring like a 980. Like what? A 980 for Division? I don't know what game it was, but there's a game out there I can't think of. There's something out there, but they over exaggerated the specs it's as a marketing practice to get you to buy their game. I think it's a Namco Bandai game. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's there. It's coming. But they do that for marketing purposes, so they can actually force you to go buy the latest GTX or the latest AMD R9 380 or the GTX 980 or the Ti, the Titan, to go ahead and play that game on max settings or high settings. Okay, so when people have this conception that you got because of that you got to upgrade your PC every year to play the games, man, you got to pay $300, $400, $500, $600 just to play a game at max settings. When it's not true. I have a GPU, a R9 280X GPU in my PC this very moment. You hear that, right? It's not my desk. You see, that's my desk. This is the PC. Okay, there's a difference. You can't see it because I'm not gonna move this webcam just to make you see it. Okay, so I have an R9 280X GPU. That GPU came out in 2014. I don't remember what month or numerical date, but it came out in 2014. I'm still running games on high max settings. I don't have Ryzen 2 Raider. I don't have The Witcher 3 actually or Fallout 4, but I have GTA 5. Okay, freaking running on high settings, looks gorgeous. It's amazing. Okay, amazing. I have a CPU that came out 2013, an i5 3470, not even overclocked at all. I have some habit of not overclocking my stuff. I just keep it there. Okay, running at 50, 60 frames per second because GTA 5's frame rate is unlocked. Okay, it goes, I think, to 120. I don't know how many frames it goes up to, but it's there. Okay? So I have that. I think that's the only example I can give you that's the latest of this generation. I don't have the other games. Uh, yeah, I don't. Dark Souls 3, Max Payne 3, Crisis 3. I guess these are some games, for example. They're heavily PC optimized, but I think my GPU just completely destroys it. Dragon Age Inquisition, a game that came out in 2014. There's another example. I can't run that game on max settings, but the game, when you're tuning down the settings like tessellation and so forth and anisotropic filtering and stuff like that, guess what? The game runs perfectly fine. The game, in fact, what's so amazing about PC hardware is that the games themselves look better on PC even at mid settings, medium, because a game settings is measured in four spans. Okay, is measured in low, mid, high, and ultra or highest. Okay, that's generally the spectrum of how the games are measured, what they're called. Even games on medium settings still look better than the console parts. GTA 5 on medium settings, go to the benchmarks, not just by Digital Foundry, some other guys out there, I can't remember their names, but they do benchmarks of these videos, and they look better than that of the console version. So I was going to be lazy and say, I'll just get GTA 5 on PS4. No, I'll get on PC. PC. I got it for $34. So pretty much the same price as the console version. So as you can see, folks, I don't have to upgrade my hardware every single year. I don't. It's not necessary. Okay? All you gotta do is basically get educated, okay, do some research, and you'll know what hardware you need to run a certain game. And that hardware can last you for years depending on the games. See, if every game was optimized on PC's hardware and taking full advantage of the PC's hardware, that is when the misconception would be actually true. Crisis, when it came out, almost no GPUs could run that bad boy on high settings. But people still were able to run that game on 60 frames like at medium, and it still looked great. Okay, Crisis on the 360, comparing it to low settings on the PC, low settings still look better. That says something about PC gaming. The fact that if a developer optimizes their hardware properly will not force you to go buy the hardware every single year or every couple months. Okay? The only people who do that are those who are either enthusiasts or those who like to brag and about how rich they are. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Okay? So PC gaming does not require you to upgrade your hardware every single year. Okay? So people, PlayStation, specifically PlayStation fans out there, fanboys, you know what I'm saying? Please don't make such stupid claims like that you have to upgrade your hardware every year or every month or every 2 years. Okay? The last GPU I upgraded from was, I think the last one was The last one was, I believe, was a AMD 7760. I won't lie. That was the last one I had. An AMD 7570 or a 7760. I can't remember. It's been so long. But that was the last GPU because I wanted to play Resident Evil 4 Ultimate Edition so bad. I upgraded. Man, I was playing Resident Evil 4 Ultimate Edition. But this shows you that you don't need to upgrade your hardware every year because you make sure you need to have an amalgam of the hardware. Okay, you don't need to upgrade it every single year. That's a misconception. Okay, these companies are trying to encourage the consumer to keep buying their products every year so they can maximize their profits. Okay, so as you can clearly see, like I said again, that example of specifications that are being posted on Steam or whatnot to show you what the requirements are sometimes deceitful, so they can force you to go out and do it. That is why when you buy a game and you want to play it, and let's say you're not in a hurry to play it, but you want to play it, you should actually play it anyway and see how well it does. Let's see how well it does. Oh, I run this game at 60 frames, but almost 60 frames per second. What if I turn down shadows a little bit? Oh, now it's 60 frames. Now it's 70 frames per second. Oh, see that? So you have to basically wait, and you basically make the decision. Say, hey, look, I want to upgrade my hardware. You know what I'm saying? You make the decision, but you don't have to upgrade your hardware every single year. Okay, so that deception needs to die. Okay, so PC gaming for life, PC master race for life. PC gaming has came a long way. I'm telling you, it's getting better and better. We got all the support on PC. So console gamers, if you want to jump on PC, do your research on the hardware. Educate yourself about what a motherboard is, what a GPU is, what a sound card is, what a RAM module is, what is the duty of each of these parts? What does the CPU do? What is a thread? What is a core? What is overclocking? What is that? Do your research on these things so you won't make these stupid claims about PC. So you won't hate as much. The only reason why a lot of console gamers hate PC gaming is because of the arrogant attitude of a lot of PC gamers have. They're very arrogant. You want to, so a lot of PC gamers want to bring console gamers to PC so they can pretty much have a PC, free, have a society where it's just everybody's gaming on PC. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Not consoles. The problem is some of the PC gamers out there, elitists as they call them, are turn people off. So I know people don't care. You make a decision what you want to play. Some PC gamers don't care. I don't care. What I'm saying? What you playing on? Because I have a PS4 myself. I bought PS4 exclusives. That's why I'm picking up Ratchet and Clank on Tuesday. But it is your responsibility to do your research about PC gaming and not to be ignorant about it. You need to actually do your homework and when to decide to upgrade your hardware. Okay, I won't be upgrading my GTX 980 probably to 2017. Sorry, R9 280X to a GTX 980 probably to 2018. I was going to buy it, or should 2017? Dang it, to next year. I will have this GPU and I can sell it to anyone else who wants to get one. Who wants to get GPU for quick? You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying? On top of that, some people will have different tastes on gaming. They don't need to upgrade it to play Rise of Tomb Raider. I don't care about Rise of Tomb Raider. No, I'm not saying me. I'm not too fond of Rise of Tomb Raider. That's not my cup of tea. But nevertheless, some people are not fond of it. They're not fond of MMOs or MOBAs. Okay, but it doesn't mean that they have to buy the next set of hardware every single year. So I know I went all over the place with this video. I know sometimes I don't make sense to the fullest capability. I even admit this, but I'm just so tired right now. I want to make a video for you guys, so that's pretty much it, folks. You don't need to upgrade your hardware every year. You don't need to spend hundreds, 200, 300, so much money on PC hardware. Just do your homework. Look at benchmarks. You know what I'm saying? Learn about the hardware itself. Look at the specs for the game itself. Compared to Digital Foundry or some other website that does these benchmarks, like GPU Boss or CPU Benchmark, whatever it may be. Do your homework. Okay, it's factually the case.